in front of these fans.
Well, now that you're here, how you feeling?
I'm all revved up, Zan, bro. Like, really? These fans have seen the game played at the highest level. Russell, Kuzi, Havlicek,
And the Pistons looking to build on. Last season, Shams. What's the key for them this year?
Well, a big part of it was continuing to build on last season and bringing back some of their core. And we've seen how the right vets catalyze this young team. So getting those guys back in the mix, that was a big priority this summer, continuing to add shooting around Cade Cunningham.
And despite some of the challenging buildings to play in on the road in the NBA, MP and his team have made it a point to win tough games away from home. Easier said than done in this league.
And this team's goal was to compete on the road, and so far, so good. MP is looking for another good road performance tonight. And we all know in the NBA, it's hard winning on opposing courts.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. They've got MP. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Something that MP has that not many other rookies can claim: championship experience. MP was a key member for his team that won a title in the European League.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for experience like that. MP might be a rookie, but to have played in the European Championship game is something that goes a long way as far as composure on the court.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Now here's MP doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes. MP's gotten his second bucket on the night. And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. The financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
There's the block. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. He's checked in for Boston. Detroit also making some changes. MP's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now.
Oh, big finish!
Did you see that?
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. To the middle. Here's MP. MP making his presence felt.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Cunningham against Pritchard. Down low. Tatum passes to Keita. The Pistons clear it. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Richard finds Tatum, and Shams over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
Yeah, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Pass to Walsh. Now Tatum. 4-3. Again, the miss by Boston.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Jenkins. Screen by MP. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jenkins has got 5.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Celtics trail by 21. Let's go to the sidelines for a report on Karis LeVert. Allie, what do they say?
Hey guys, the Pistons head athletic trainer gave me an update, and the diagnosis is relatively mild. A bruised knee. Not great, but could be worse. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he can play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
They're just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
And here's MP from outside. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. Celtics trail by 21. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Tatum. Good. And that's now 11 points for Jason Tatum.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Cunningham with the ball. 11 points for him last game against Indiana.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Pass to White. Now Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Got it off in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Detroit. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome.
I see some tough opponents. This is when you find out how much dog you've got in you.
Well, it should bring out the best in these guys. I expect them to rise to the...
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Boston Celtics.
They know they don't have to keep shooting.
Thanks as always.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Brown, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Detroit, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
I think for the Pistons, they've taken a bit of a dive. Still in the top 10, but I'll tell you, the power rankings don't miss much. Any let-up, and you lose ground.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you guys.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Robinson gets the bucket.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Brown with the stuff.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
On the wing, Thompson, defended by Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. Tries a 10-footer, and no good, trying to use the glass. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Tatum from long range. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's MP. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Cunningham brings a double. On the wing, Tatum. Hauser outside. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
From deep, MP. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
MP claps back with that three-pointer.
And finished off by Tatum.
Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Detroit leading by 23. From deep, MP. Another 3 for Detroit.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And Boston calls time here. Got a line change here for Boston. Look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. MP is out there with Thompson. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Fires for three. Tatum can't hit. And so MP will bring it up for the Pistons. 19-footer. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter here. There's Tatum with the three. And Cunningham pulls it down. Detroit leading by 23. MP outside. Thompson passes to MP. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance relished as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
And the shot goes down.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Reed's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Thompson. Karis LeVert's checked in for Robinson. Jenkins comes in for Cunningham. Pass to Shireman. Now Pritchard. Here's the three. Offensive board. For three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Now here's MP. Three-pointer. Another three for Detroit.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
So it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
MP, you're a student of the game, and you know that.
No, it's never just another win.
BA, over to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you.
Look out there, MP.
All right, student of the game, it's time to teach. From a visitor's perspective, what's so special about this place?
This could be the toughest place to win in the NBA.
Here?
You got the altitude, the history in the building. All those years, those Jerry Sloan teams were winning 50-something games. There. Right there. That's where MJ made the shot. And these fans, whew.
They remind you of any?
Yeah, like European fans. Rowdy.
What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. It's still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
Well, not too long ago, MP has been very outspoken about them needing to win on the road. He feels like that's the ultimate test of this team, that if they can do that, they can pretty much do anything.
Well, so far they've done what they set out to do. When you're at home, you have all the daily distractions of your life. Everyone else has the same thing. But when you're traveling together, sometimes that forges a strong bond, and this team has that largely because of MP.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Cunningham. Karis LeVert is out there with MP. Then it's Duren. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard position. Makes it off the glass. MP's got his second basket of the night.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
You know, Tim, regardless of where he's played, Karis LeVert has always found a role.
Well, there's a lot to like, Kevin. He can defend as well as create offensively, and that means he's going to be in your rotation. Yeah, it's a street fight out there, and that's exactly how Duren likes to play.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside, George. Another miss by Utah.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Duren, the pass to MP. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's Jackson. Last game we saw him score 32.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Robinson passes to MP. And that one drops. MP's got 8.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, in this game, we'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, their starters have to avoid foul trouble. That's the main reason they lost. They have to be smarter.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Bailey with a wide-open look. The Jazz with another miss. And it's Detroit's ball. A 12-0 run right now and counting. On the wing, MP. Cunningham inside. Guarded by Jackson. Count the basket. He's got 10.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Now, here's Cunningham. He has yet to score. And now, here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Here's George. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Kicks it out to MP. Takes a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Markkanen from outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by MP.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Checked in for Utah. And a different look here for the Pistons. MP's checked in for Reed. Karis LeVert comes in for Holland. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Markkanen looking it over. Jackson misses. Detroit leading by 10. Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only player ever to take part in both a men's Division III and Division I championship game. Then, after going undrafted, he goes on to start in the NBA Finals. He has really come a long way.
On the floor for Detroit, Tobias Harris is out there with MP. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Robinson in at the 2 spot. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He finished with 30 points and was on fire from outside. The D had no answer for him. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight too, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And here's Jackson, following the 3-pointer by MP. Jackson passes to Collins. Shot clock at 5. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Collier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Cunningham looking it over. To the paint. Inside, MP gets it.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Nurkic finds Markkanen. Nurkic setting the pick for Markkanen. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
A different look for Utah. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Nurkic, and Bailey's subbed in for Collier. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duren's checked in. Pass to LeVert. Pistons passing it around. MP sets the screen for LeVert. Hands it from downtown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
George passes to Filipowski. To the inside. Here's Bailey. George with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Outside Robinson. And that one, good. And the Pistons lead by 18.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And so it's Detroit holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention.
Hello and welcome.
Bunch of road games coming up. This could be a good challenge for them.
Yeah, it could bond these guys together, help team chemistry. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Utah Jazz.
They don't want it.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to move that he loves.
Jackson is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Bailey into the two-guard spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Cunningham's got his third basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pistons are growing, Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said. I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin?
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the Jazz call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
MP against George. Outside, Markkanen. Shoots over LeVert. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first five.
Well, with that size and athletic ability, Duren is a terrific alley-oop threat.
Jalen Duren has certainly a force, Tim, in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Here's LeVert, following the bucket by the Jazz. Cunningham dishes it to MP. Filipowski grabs the board.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease, Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Norkic checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Bailey. And a different look here for the Pistons. All Reed's checked in for Jalen Duren. Tobias Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. Green, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. And the Jazz with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. Markkanen kicks to George. Looking to get back on track here, Collier. Off target with his three. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And he comes up with the deuce. MP's got 25 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now Jackson. Stolen by Green. Pass to Jenkins. Now MP. And they double up MP. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist by MP.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Collier. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Now here's Jenkins. Guarded closer. It's good from long range. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Harris passes to Jenkins. Here's MP, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's MP making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. A grand total of 28. And 1 quarter to go. Ejecting for Javonte Green. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. On the court for the Pistons, Holland is out there with MP. Then there's Paul Reed. Then there's Harris. And it's Jenkins in at the point. A nice shot by MP.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 34.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
To the middle. It's tipped. Harris inside. Markkanen on him. Harris, good.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Pass to Sensabaugh. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Touched by MP.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
And the Jazz making a change here. From deep, George. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Reed dishes to MP. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. MP's got 17 points here in the second half. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Markkanen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Filipowski passes to Baylor. Just 4 to shoot. There's Jackson with the 3. Detroit with the rebound. Reed's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jenkins. Pass to Holland. Here's MP. Defended by George. And he gets the bucket. MP's got 39.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Detroit.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Harris outside. He's looking for MP and finds him. The baseline J off the mark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris outside. Back to MP. Free kicks to MP. And a little luck that time, but it drops. MP's got 45 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
All right, MP, great win in front of a rowdy fan base. How were you able to block out the noise and come out victorious?
I covered my ears. No, yeah. Utah's no joke. I was saying in my pregame video that these fans remind me of fans in Europe. Did you see the video?
Oh, sorry, I didn't have time.
You gotta watch the videos, Jennifer. That's like, it's my old thing. But yeah, and you too. MP's out of bounds. Look me up on socials. I'm serious. Everybody, you'll love what we're doing.
Sounds great, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Watch. Hey, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna watch the socials.
Yeah, you are.
Back to you, Kevin.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Saying we got another hour till takeoff at least.
Depends. Sometimes it slows you down. Yeah, sure.
Get after it, MP.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the LA. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
And a few games ago, we talked about MP's desire to be seen as a highly competitive team on the road this season. This is MP's mantra right now.
Judging off of the last few contests, it's mission accomplished so far in terms of MP executing his goal for his group on the road. The travel doesn't seem to be affecting them at all. His team has looked refreshed and committed every time they step onto an enemy court. Now,